Today, let's talk about some artists that call themselves writers. They create art on a cosmic level. This art is more than just graffiti. Let's learn some more. I want to introduce you to the artist known as Phase 2. He was born in New York and his birth name was Lonnie Wood. He was an American aerosol paint artist, or a spray paint artist, or some would refer to them as graffiti artists, although they themselves would never want to be called graffiti artists. They believed that they should be called writers because that's what they did. They wrote. Phase 2 strongly believed that he and his fellow artists needed to be called writers and that what they produced was not to be called graffiti. He said that was like comparing a pebble to a meteorite. Now we know that a meteorite is a rock from outer space and should never be called a pebble. So we're going to call this work writing. Most people agree that Phase 2 created the bubble letter style of aerosol painting. This bubble letter style is also known as softies. This type of street art had its beginnings in the late 1960s in New York City. It became known as the aerosol culture and developed into one of the most vibrant and unprecedented art movements. Its young artists are all self-taught and predominantly from Hispanic and African American backgrounds. This art culture tried to make social changes and influence cultural forces. The youth often spray painted on subways, walls, and all over the city. Now let's learn how to make bubble letters like Phase 2. In order to do this, you'll need the following materials: paper and pencil, something to color with, such as colored pencils, crayons, markers. You'll also want a black marker or a black oil crayon to make your outline. Watch the next video to learn how to draw bubble letters.